Hello YouTube, it's your boy D giving you this week's episode of Krypton. Episode 3. Like I said, I'm loving this series of Krypton, seeing the life before Superman, see the life on Krypton, see the economic, the social, and the political aspects of Krypton. And I am just loving this series. It almost has a little bit of a Star Trek feel to it. I'm loving where it's going. I love everything about it. I hope they don't mess it up, because I always said I was never a big Superman fan because I always felt like Superman was like a goody two shoes, always straight lace. He just came on the planet and he was just like this Jesus type character. He's just like he was almost unstoppable. Like the only way you can really stop Superman was with kryptonite and with Sentry, who packs around kryptonite. Unless your name is Batman and Lex Luthor. But anyway, this basically picks up of this three plot lines. You got the this character developed of Leia or Lyta. Yeah, I think her name is Lyta. So I'm just getting used to her name is Lyta. Her character development. We also get the Seg and the Sentry and in the Brainiac situation. So we'll just do the Lata situation. She basically became commander. You know how she became commander. She basically beat Quex and beat him badly. It's almost like a UFC fight kind of situation. It was almost like the Octagon type situation. She's commander now. She's like she like up there. So basically, she's like, ranked up high. And we find out one of the missions as commander is now she's supposed to go to Sector 19. This is where Seg's homeland is, to find out, the whereabouts of Black Zero. Basically, Black Zero is some terrorists, right? This is Doran's order. He's the chief mastery. Because basically how we got to that order is Doran, Rayo, that golden looking what's the name? The golden looking statue or whatever is basically once Doran to find out who's back, who's Black Seal, because a couple of times somebody's taken his life. Remember how Seg saved Real's life, right? So basically, and Real says to Doran, if you don't figure out who's Black Zero, basically I'm going to take your life. So get it together, do your job, handle your business right now. So Doran's, he's having to stay in his pants, right? Because he realized if he don't do his job, his life is on the line. So he get out all of the Zod's military forces. You got Lata's mother and all the forces. He basically says, look, go to every sector. But she says, or most of the Black Zero's initiative is Sector 19. You need to go there and figure out who's doing it. Doran don't care if you gotta kill him. I don't care you gotta destroy him. I don't care you gotta murder the family. Do what you gotta do. And Lata is saying, look, we don't need to do all that. We need to just, question them, figure what they are. We don't got to kill them. We don't got to use violence to do that. You don't need to see violence. We need to do a gentle approach. And Doran ain't about that. He don't care about that. He look at those rankless or just rankless, looking at them like scum. They ain't nothing. They ain't nobody. You just need to do what you gotta do. Don't question my orders. Just do what I have to say. So you can see that Latas is like kind of like she's not the typical Zod that just does things with emotion. She's not just I'm gonna do what I gotta do. She has emotions, has humanity. So there's gonna be a situation where Doran, they really button heads. She butt heads with the mother because she's not the typical person. So you can see already, so that situation is coming up, right? So you see they button heads. In fact, she tells her troop, basically tells them, look, I want you to listen to me. I'm gonna say this once. Do what I'm telling you to do. You're not gonna kill the rankless. There's be no murder, and that's it. It's his final. She says it with such with boldness, they say, yeah. Now you see that woman. There's a woman in our team. I forget her name is. She kind of like says okay, but we're gonna come back to her because she's, you know, she definitely is gonna cause a lot of issues, cause a lot of troubles. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely the rogue of the situation, right? And she tells her mother tells him. Her mother says, I know you why you're doing this. Don't think you're protecting Seg, because she thinks Seg is the Black Zero, or he knows connections to Black Zero, and she's like, I'm not doing this, And her mother basically says, look, the higher you go up in position, there's more eyes looking at you to take you down. Basically saying there's going to be more haters, which is always true. Once you go up to any position, whether in job, school, or church, there's always haters who want to take you down. They don't want to see you shine, crab in the barrel, whatever terms you want to use. There's always going to be haters stopping you, but you got to just remember that you got to put you in that position, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want. So anyway, in that situation, she goes to Seg's sector 19, and she questions the people saying, anyone knows what Black Zero is? They say no, but one of the her military officers, I don't know her name is, basically asked one of the people, if you know where Black Zero is. He says, I don't know. And mind, this guy's in handcuffs, so he can't really move, whatever. She just don't care, and she shot him, kills him on the spot. And now she says, the Rick is, now the Rick is pointing out that she shot him, and she says, look, I had to do what I had to do because he's it's going to take my life. Basically makes him be a story, like a lot of them saying, like, he's in chains, how he going to kill you. And so she basically is arrested on the spot, no question asked. And when Doran finds out, he's worried because he's like, oh God, we didn't get Black Zero, and she arrested one of my soldiers to really arrested. So he really realized that, hey, look, my life is on the line because he didn't do his job. We was like, look, you gonna pay with it with your life. So he really knows, ain't a good day to be Doran right now. Ain't a good day for you to be the man. So, like I said, I love her character development. Lata is just, she's like a Zod that kind of does military things, follow the orders, but she's definitely not the typical Zod. She has some humanity, and I believe she's definitely going to be a president. I don't know if she's going to die, but I feel like she's definitely, her character is like the best going growth right now. I'm sure she's going to get captured. She might get killed. If not in this season, in the next season she's going to get killed, for sure. Now, that's that whole situation with that. Cool. Now we get to Zod. Not Zod. I keep saying Zod. Seg. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to this pronouncing of names now. I mean, these names are hard to pronounce, but anyway, I'm gonna get better at pronouncing these names. Seg is Adam and I think Kim, Seg's friend, and we found out that when they found this powder thing, they gave it to Val, and he says this is like Sentry, this is like a homing device basically that Vega used to, like, see if the plan is worthy to be conquest. He says the Sentry has a shell because they found the shell basically, but inside the shell has already been inside is like a parasite used to attach itself to the host. Val says basically, look, you got the shell, but this way it's too late, my friends, because the pirates finally found his host, and now we don't know who the host is. But 3 days later, we found out that Rom is in the Outlands, and she found the Sentry or the shell and somehow she gets affected. I don't know how she got affected right away, because I'm not sure if she got affected on. I guess she got affected on the spot or whatever. So we're not really sure if she got affected. Anyway, so they like, they trying to figure who would have the Sentry, and so the people outline. So they look around who got this, you know. We find that we found that mom took a job as a scrap, collector, because she wanted to support her daughter, because she always could never have money, and she always had to depend on others to take care of her daughter, and give her daughter a meal, basically like Seg's parents or Kim. So she wants to, do right by her daughter. In fact, she sold a Sentry to one of this collector for $200. I forget the price. We gonna say $200. You know what I'm saying? He got mad cheap for $200. So she sold it, to feed her daughter, which is it's like a noble thing to do. Now, Adam Strange, he found the Sentry. Like he found the Sentry, and he basically got the Sentry by stealing it off the guy. So he got the Sentry, and he goes and gives it back. He goes to the Fowl. Now Fowl says, "We got the Sentry back," but he says it's too late because somebody got the host, got the thing for it, got the host. Where he found the parasite, found his host. We found that the bomb is she's carrying. Basically, that parasite is like a transmitter to bring it, saying, giving them the information to the planet. We're gonna find out now. Bomb basically, because when she got affected with the parasite, it gives her like superhuman strength or something. Because during that time when Seg's where the Tsar soldiers were, it was in Seg's sector 19. She picked up a soldier and picked up 3 of them and tossed them like ragdolls. And she had green eyes. Her skin was green, looked like almost like a female version of the Incredible Hulk. So I don't know if that gives her superhuman strength, like a temporary human strength, because it kind of feeds out. I guess it gives some powers or something. And she's like a computer, basically, transmitting information. And then her daughter finds, the daughter's worried about her mother, and can we save her mother? And Seg was like, we're gonna do our best we can. And Kim says, can we save her mother? Mom's mother, and Seg was like, I don't know. I'll try to do whatever I can. So he basically tries to do whatever he can to save her mother. And when they finally get to find out her mother, when he trying to fight her, it looked like he almost lost, because also I think he went to what's it called, to Lara, saying, you gotta trust me, I need this weapon, some kind of detonating device. I forget the name of the weapon, but it's kind of like some detonating device. Lara's kind of reluctantly doesn't really give him the weapon. He finally gives in and say, okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. He used the weapon basically to destroy, Rom, but it was too late because Rom basically sent the information to Brainiac. He stops Rom, but Rom is out cold, and and then because this is where Lyta sees all the information, she says maybe we should tell the counselor what's going on, so maybe they go believe you. And he says it's too late, because obviously he told the counselor, and the counselor ain't gonna buy it back because Darren ain't buying that. So basically he goes to Val, and basically Val says, basically, I don't know if we can even save her, because if I save her, she might die. And Brainiac says, I'm coming to destroy Krypton. So basically Brainiac is on his way. He's gonna destroy Krypton. So that's what's up. And we don't know and Darren is in hot water, because he's gonna, and Lala's in hot water because she disobeyed the order. So they're both in hot water. I don't know if Darren's gonna die. I don't think he won't die. He's gonna somehow get out of it, because he's too much of a important character to die. and I think Rio is the old Brainiac. So I think I covered everything on the episode. If I missed anything, y'all put it in the comments below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Comment below. Like my videos. Anyway, this is your boy D. I'm out. Holla.